Hello, beautiful people. I'm Lady Calamir. I welcome you to my channel. I'm doing my 177th presentation. It will be on Green Tara. She is, out of all the taras, she is the most well known. Tare tu Tare Ture Soha is one of the most well-known mantras, especially in Buddhism, and especially Tibetan Buddhism. Before I go on, I need to make some announcements. Shadow has congestive heart failure. He also has a mass, and he lost weight. He's not really leaving the room. He stays in the closet, then he comes out to go drink water, then he goes into the little hallway and goes to the bathroom. But he doesn't venture out anywhere else. He eats. He's responsive. You know, he purrs and everything. But he just lost interest in playing with his toys. I have to get him a geriatric litter box. I already ordered one. But I may be euthanizing him this week. It's a very hard decision. He would be 19 in July, 19 years old. And the doctor believes he has cancer. So it's that. My good friend is moving to Ireland, at least part-time. He has a family, and I wish him well. And you know, I want to thank him for his service. He was a captain in the Navy. So I want to give a good shout out to my friend Jay, who goes by Jason. I'm not going to say it's his real first name or his Facebook name. I thank you for the service. The Navy SEALs are very brave. You know, I want to give a shout out to everyone who served, fighting for freedom. And in every country where there are people who fight for freedom, who served in the military, thank you for keeping freedom alive in your country, and thank you for keeping freedom alive in this world. So doesn't matter if you fight for freedom, you fight for freedom. Is there anything else I want to say? Loki's doing a lot better. I have Shadow on medicine, so I bought medicine to help him. Cost me a pretty penny. One of them was $91 to help him get fluid out of him. So I might have to just do the right thing and then have his ashes back to me, maybe a paw print. But it's a sad day. And here we have Lady Boss. So let's get on to Tara. Who is she? She is a Bodhisattva. Green Tara. Unlike White Tower, where White Tower deals with the day, Green Tower deals with the night. And Green Tower is active. Where White Tower have her leg up, she has her leg down, where she is ready to come and save people. She's ready to not just save people in a spiritual way. She's here to help us. So Green Tower, I don't have notes, so just please bear with me. This has been a crazy hard week. But Green Towers syllable seed syllable mantra is Tam. 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 She has she is a great protector, a great defender. She's more active than the white, and Green Tower also is used very much like almost an all-purpose Tara, where she helps us with, people say they use her for court, they use her so when they have like to go to court, they use for protection, they use for healing, they use for protection during traveling. She's used to for getting a job, helping with income, helping with food. She is a nurturer. We see her 3 fingers up, and this represents the 3 jewels. See, this represents the meditative state. She represents the 3 jewels, and that is Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. This is the crown where this symbol, where if the artist can do it right, they put Amitabha Buddha. For before he, Amitabha Buddha, before he achieved total liberation, he cried tears, for he saw the sufferings and the cries of the world. The left tear was white Tara, and the right tear is green Tara. And the tears formed a pool, and from the pool of the tears a lotus arose, and Tara appeared, saying, "Don't worry, I will help you. Don't worry, I will help you. I will help you," meaning I will help you in your desire to help others achieve liberation and to end all suffering. Tara said that she would not receive Buddhahood until she relieves everyone, all sentient beings, of suffering. There was also a story where Tara was such an enlightened woman that some of the men said to her that in order to complete and become complete enlightenment, that she should desire to become a male in her next life. And she said to them, that it is an illusion to think that only men conceive complete enlightenment. And she said, here there is no man, there is no woman, no self, no person, and no consciousness. Labeling female, male, he, her, has no essence, but deceives. It's the illusion, the mind that's already soaked in Maya. She went on that there are many who desire enlightenment in a male body, but none who work for the sentient, the beings that are suffering in the body of a woman. Therefore, until samsara, this world is empty of suffering. Those who are in need and those who cry out to me, I shall continue to work for the benefit of all sentient beings in a woman's body from lifetime to lifetime, from manifestation to incarnation. I will take on this work in the form of a woman. Talk about women's rights and liberation. Here we have a being that says, I will continue to be a woman and to the end of time of suffering of all sentient beings. I will not go on. I will stay as a bodhisattva. How beautiful is that? And as a woman, especially with Tara, and we go to Green Tara, she is a bodhisattva for those who have not, received love as a child, those who had trauma as a child, and those who were abused as children, that she should become a mother of compassion and love and empathy. Green Tara is fertility. She deals with fertility and fertility of nature and the earth. In fact, there are people now celebrate Earth Day as Tara's Day, for she is the green of the forest. She is the fertility of the land, and that she represents Mother Nature herself. So, Green Tara has also been associated with the acacia, and that's where she gets the green leafy mother kind of vibe about her. So other things about her, so we see the three jewels, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Here she has her hand opened on her lap, her part of her leg. This shows her boon granting and her generosity, her most giving nature. She has her leg out, ready to act, ready to come for us, to help us. And sometimes the lotus is seen as a half moon, where she represents sitting on the moon. White Tara, where you see Black Tara sitting on the sun, and Green Tara sitting on the crescent moon. She holds the Uptala lotus. Both the blue lotus. So both hands hold the stems of lotuses that are growing, and sometimes it is blue Uptala flowers, and which symbolizes are the flowers of growth. In some of these depictions in art, these flowers are partially opened. And one is fully opened. In some images, she's surrounded by many lotus flowers. We have this beautiful card from this beautiful deck by Goddess Guidance Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue, PhD. Green Tower, start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you, instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Here we see the element of wind coming. We see that she deals with wind The Buddha is on her head. And I said she is the most well-known of the Taras. But instead of doing everything by yourself, sometimes we are so independent that we do everything ourselves and we exhaust ourselves. That sometimes we feel we can only rely on ourselves. But we can rely on Mother. And you see the Buddha head right here? She wears the Buddhist knot here. Green Tara. Tara means star. And also it means to help us traverse over. She ferries us across our problems. Green Tara is one for helping us not only spiritually with our spiritual concerns, but she also helps us with our physical, like I said before, and she helps us during times of great sorrow and grief. She is a healer, but when it is our time, she can help ferry us across. She teaches us that we all have a Buddha within us. She helps us with the 8 disasters and dangers, which represents elephants and delusions, the lions and pride, snakes and envy, fire and hatred, prisons and greed, thieves and fanaticism. Snakes and envy, water, from like drowning in the water, from storms, from floods, and lust, water and lust, and demons and doubt. Green Tower usually manifests as a young girl with dark green skin. Sometimes it is even seen Green Tara sitting on a lotus supported by Nagas, the snakes. Green Tower is active. She's dynamic manifestation of Tara. Sometimes she can be she's more forceful than White Tara, but not as forceful as Black Tara or Blue Tara, or some of the more frightful Red Taras. You are not going to bust my statue, Missy Wissy. We got Lady Bost here. She's going to be 6 years old this year. Believe that? Time flies. But she is a savior. She's not just a personal savior. She is a personal savior. But she's also a world savior. She's for everybody. Nature, humans, animals, everything. Even Mother Nature itself. She is a miraculous savior who protects and rescues us. She eliminates anxiety, suffering, fear, and negative thought patterns. She is a healer and provides fertility for those who are devoted to her too. She is a deity, a bodhisattva of compassionate action. So usually green Tara is considered the original Tara. Green Tara is traditionally considered the original Tara. Again, green Tara is considered the original Tara. Green Tara, like I said, her most famous mantra, Om Tare Tu Tare Tue Swaha, or Om Tare Tu Tare Tue Soha. Tara, green Tara is compassion and action for ourselves, our animals, strangers, and the earth itself. So there's a debate whether Hinduism appeared first in Buddhism or Hinduism. So there's debate going back and forth, back and forth. And as we know, so I've so far done Tara as a Mahavija on my channel, black Tara and white Tara. So feel free to look them up on my channel. So Tara is even used in feng shui. She really is. And green Tara is used even in feng shui to uplift emotions, to have compassion, the power of compassion, and to invite support, divine support. So green Tara is connected to wind, air, as well as wood in the Chinese five elements. So when you talk about wood, the wood element inspires flexibility, rejuvenation, growth, and compassion. Now, in feng shui, you put the green energy of this Bodhisattva Tara into your home by placing her murti, her image, in the appropriate spot in your home. I keep her in my living room, which is also considered the family room. And that's if you would like more healing and harmony within yourself and your family, and more calmness and peace and growth. So this is where you'd want, wherever you spend most time with your family is where you if you want, that is where you can place green Tara. You just don't place her on the floor. You can place her on a shelf. Now the wealth area will help you, putting her in the wealth area of your home is also good for build monetary growth, but also general feelings of abundance, the general feelings of generosity, and the general feelings of gratitude. So, if you want to know where the wealth area of your home, you go to your front door, right? Go to your front door looking in. The wealth area in your home is the corner of your home, furthest to the back on the left side of your home. So, furthest to the back on the left side of your home. That's where your wealth area is. So you can put her in the health center of your home. I know what you're going to do, boo. The health center of your home. The center of your home is connected to all, as it's called, the bagua, the map of your home. So you could place Tara in the center of your home and call on Tara to improve the well-being of all the people in your home and to bring health. You can also put her, like, say, front entry of your home to help protect it, to keep out negative influences and bring in positivity. So seeing her as you leave and come home will help you to acknowledge her teachings on compassion and remind you you don't have to do it alone, and you're not alone. You have a mother in Tara. You have a mother in Tara. So Green Tara is dealing with growth. She deals with physical growth from all the way from being in the womb to old age. She deals with growth. Physical, spiritual, material growth. Literally and metaphorically. Really? You have to bathe yourself like this? Oh, God. You have no shame. Green Tara helps to removing and avoid obstacles. So she can be used for a road opening spells, the Abre Camino spells. She can be remove obstacles in yourself, in your mind, and in the physical. Maybe a road opening for you're having problems in life, whether it's road opening for a relationship, road opening for a job or money. Green Tara is for emergency aid as well. Understanding and insight as well as overcoming fear. She is the swift savioress. Green Tara acts quick. She is a swift savioress to liberate you from all forms of imprisonment and suffering. All forms of imprisonment and suffering, be they imprisonment of your mind, imprisonment of your own prison of your own making, maybe prison of your home, and that she can help you be balanced in your spirituality. So maybe you're in a bad relationship, and it's like being home is like a prison. Being home is a dungeon. Maybe it feels like your job is just one day after day a dungeon of torture. She is ever so compassionate and ready to spring into action for our benefit. So she also is celestial. She represents the stars. Her stones that definitely represent her are green jade and emerald. Green jade and emerald. Acacia also for herbs represent her. So you can use acacia oil. Lotuses, especially blue lotuses, but lotus oil. There is no true lotus essential oil. You'd have to make a blend of it. At least I don't think there is. And if there is, it's very, very highly expensive. So lotus essential oil blend or fragrance, sandalwood, and even patchouli are used for her. She is the wish granting jewel. She is for wish granting and aspirations. She's for enlightenment and liberation, inspiration, and divine purpose. She gives swift aid and very quickly. She acts, she's said to very fast. Manifestations and meditations, tantric wisdom, and great feminine power. Her planet is the moon. She also deals with the forest. She's called Tara of the Forest. She deals with plant life and the green, the great green. Of course, her flower is that of, like I said, lotus, especially blue lotus. Her other symbols is a star, a boat, the moon, and the forest. Green Tower deals with resiliency. She's kind and solution focused. She teaches that of confidence. And she teaches us to be wise and to dream big. She allows us to dream big. She helps us free us of all limitation and doubt. So she teaches us when you think you can't do it, when you think you can't do it, she teaches you to believe in yourself and hold your head up high. Don't listen to the negative words of others. But to go for your dreams. And do it with happiness, knowing that you are doing it. Don't let the negative words or negative thoughts say you can't. You know the old saying, give it the good old college try? Sometimes you have to start all over again. Start all over again. Just brush yourself up, pick yourself up, brush yourself off. You know that song? Pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and start all over again. I don't remember the exact words. But that's a message from Green Tara. Take action like she's taking. Take action. Do it. Believe in yourself. Hold yourself. Have your head up high. When others say, you can't achieve that, you can't do that. You know, I hate it when adults used to tell children that, oh, you're stupid, you can't do this, you can't do that. And I grew up, you know, hearing my teachers say that shit to other kids. Oh, you're too stupid for that. And that is so hurtful to say that to a child. I understand there are limitations. I mean, we're not going to say to the person in the wheelchair, hey, you can, you know, run a marathon. But there are people who can do marathons, but in the wheelchair, but within reason. They can do it. All because you're paralyzed from the waist down doesn't mean you can't go on stage and sing. I mean, look at the singer, Jeff Becerra of Possessed. He was shot. He had his spine severed. Guy almost died. He was bleeding out. His career wasn't over. The guy achieved going to college. He has a degree. He's a singer of the death metal band Possessed. He goes on stage. He's like, fuck that, so I'm disabled. I'm still going to rock it out. And I love you. You're so great, Jeff. You're so awesome. I love your music. But he's an inspiration, even with his eye surgery. He had problems with his eye. Even after surgery, he went on, as soon as he could, he went on stage. That's because he believed in himself. And he knew he could do it. There are people who do things that they told they weren't able to do it. But they did it because they took action. And they believed in themselves. They didn't listen to the nonsense other people were telling them. They believed in themselves and held their head up high and achieved it. So you'd be amazed what you can do if you believe in yourself. So Tare tu tare tu re soha. We listen to this mantra. And we can say it. Just listening to it can help us. So just saying the word Tare represents salvation from all mundane dangers and suffering. She saves us from traffic accidents, crime, criminals, wild animals. She protects us from ordinary worldly dangers. Tutare represents deliverance into the spiritual path. She, in traditional terms, this is the path of the Arhat, okay? And which leads the person to liberation from suffering. So when you think about Mahayana Buddhism, this is a kind of enlightenment in which compassion does not figure strongly, but their tower therefore offers individual protection from the spiritual dangers of hatred, greed, delusions. Ture is a culmination of the spiritual path in terms of deliverance into the altruistic path of complete salvation, or at least into the bodhisattva path. The bodhisattva does not become Buddha. It is a bodhisattva takes a serious oath that they're going to delay their Buddhahood until they help us. So there's many, 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 many bodhisattvas. Tara, she's like the queen of bodhisattvas. She's also called the mother of Buddhas. Mother of Buddhas. She offers not only protection for the whole world, but also individual protection. In Soha, to some people with Sanskrit, it should be Swaha, but there's a great traditional thing now with Soha. So when we say Swaha as I discussed this in my other videos, especially in Agni video, that Swaha is the wife of Agni and she's fire. But we offer these prayers to fire to burn and send up. And Swaha also means hail, or hail to, or may blessings rest on. To consecrate the mantra in the fire of the heart into Swaha. So Tara is is she approachable as Green Tara? Yes, she is. She is approachable. So some people ask me, is she approachable or not approachable? Is Tara punishing? No, she's not gonna punish you because you did this or you didn't do this. She's called Mother of Buddhas. Even the Dalai Lama calls upon Tara. Even in Nepal, in Buddhism in Nepal, they call upon Tara. She is a great teacher. She is a powerful teacher. She's patient and ever so compassionate and loving. She even said to have flowers in her hair, which are sort of a characteristic of her Kadiravani form, which is Tower of the Acacia Forest, as I explained before, the acacia trees. And the acacia trees are noted for their the powers of medicine. So here we see her as medicine bodhisattva and fertility of nature. Nurture and nature. She is nature and nurture. Tara of the Kadira fragrant forest. She is a nurturer of all that grows. She's also so we talk about green tower of the sandalwood forest. So therefore we have the sandalwood oil, as I said before. Tara is fully enlightened. All because she is not, she's Bodhisattva does not mean she's not fully enlightened. She is. Her green color is for activity, growth, and wind. She represents even the flowers. The blue lotuses, the Aptala lotuses represents Mother Earth. I cannot express this enough. Mother Earth. She represents paradise, the Pure Land, with a capital P, Pureland, one word. Also green and abundant, a stunning, beautiful paradise. In her hands we have heaven on earth. In her hand she gives us heaven. In her hand she is the healer. She teaches us to be more mindful of our planet and all living things, from the smallest to the largest, to take care of the earth. We humans are supposed to be guardians of the earth. What are we doing? We're destroying it. So people call her goddess, and that's fine. Some people see her as a goddess. That's how people see her. But she is a bodhisattva. So well, there's some sayings that she has said, and I'm just trying to remember them from memory. That even to discriminate against women is an act of delusion. That women can't achieve liberation, that you should be a man, and sometimes that's discussed, and and even, you know, it's patriarchal in some ways. It is patriarchal like that, but she said a woman, regardless of a man or you being a woman, I don't care if you're trans, I don't care if you're a man who identifies as a woman identifies as a man, you can achieve liberation and Buddhahood. She even says the labels of female and male have no essence. Have no essence. It's just, when you discriminate, you are deceived. And we see that she comes as around 16-year-old, green skin, clad in silks and jewels. Very beautiful, absolutely attractive, beautiful. And she, Tara's origins, which is Amitabha and Amoga Siddhi Buddha, who himself, this Buddha is green. Tara is with him spiritually. Amoga Siddhi Buddha, who is green. She is a forest goddess too, forest deity, I should say, forest. And we see in one story that she's a being that is covered with many, many, many trees and insects like creepers, and the resounding of many, many singing and chirping birds. And then we see throng with wild beasts of different types of species of wild animals, and the sound of waterfalls, and many species of plants and flowers grow everywhere around her. She is like the female form of the green man. Where she is the power of nature, as she's described, that she is just carpeted with green life. So that's interesting, no? So, like I said, in Tibetan pronunciation, Swaha becomes Soha, which is, in this Sanskrit point of view, is technically incorrect, but the Soha has so many years, so many centuries of tradition and tension behind it. So, like I said, Swaha, Soha. If you hear the Soha, you know it's the Buddhist and more of the Tibetan side of things. Now, of course, you have Japanese Buddhism and Chinese Buddhism, so you have so, and there are the 5 tribes or the 5 clans of Buddha. Yes, they're the 5 family tribes or clans, however you want to put it. 5 traditions and family, and Tara is the mother of all Buddhas. So, what else can I say about her? I'm just trying to think because I don't have a script, so, and I am going through a lot. And sometimes it was believed that Green Tara was believed to be an incarnated as a Nepali princess. Uh, what else can I say? um, my mouth is so dry. I'm so sorry. And I wanted to do this presentation because I don't know when I'm going to be in the right mind to do these presentations, and I really wanted to get this out to you. And like I said, my poor cat, you know. So she is Dolma. She is known as Dolma or Scrolma as well. Sgrolma. She who saves. So, like I said, Om means 100 meanings. Tare is a vocative form of Tara. So it's like saying, oh, Tara, when you say Tara. And Tu means I beg, I entreat, I pray to you. So when you see Tura, it means quick, willing, and prompt. And Svaha, hail to, or may it be so. I think I went over that. I'm sorry. So, just trying to think what else. I think I'm missing something, and I'm just gonna be so mad at myself if I don't say it. I just don't. Just trying. Sorry. Anyways. She really does help. If you let her help. So, anyways, I want to thank you for watching this video through. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Please subscribe to my channel. And every time you subscribe, okay, for every subscription I get, and whether you like me or not, or you're just watching me, actually that helps me. Because once I hit a certain amount of subscribers, and every time you watch this video, that also helps me to my goal. It helps the algorithm grows. And once I hit about 1,000 subscribers and certain amount of views, so every time you view it, I can monetize my channel. And I looked into it. Once I monetize my channel, it still will not cost you a penny. If it did, I would not want to monetize my channel. I don't want this to cost you. So every subscription I get, and every time you watch my video, you help me to that goal. And I appreciate you for subscribing and watching and rewatching my video and giving me those likes. I mean, all these reactions do help me. Every time you comment, every time, you know, it helps my channel grow. And if I ever did open up a Patreon account, it would not have contain extras, like extra information, or I'm going to withhold information unless you pay me such and such. No, I won't do that. My videos are free. The only thing it costs you is your time and your attention. So every time you subscribe and every time you watch my video, it just helps me to my goal. So I really appreciate it, and thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed to my video, please subscribe so you never miss a video. And you help me to my goal, and I am so happy for all my subscribers. Thank you so much. I want to thank all my friends and all the support that I've gotten for Shadow. Continue to send the healing spells. And I will continue to accept all good energy, even 10 years from now. If you see this video, you can do a spell, you can do a ceremony, you can do a ritual to pay me if that's how you want to pay me, and do good things and protect me. Also, another thing, please, if you did want to give me money, give that money. You really broke your stuff, didn't you, guys? I gotta fix it. Give your money to animals in need. Okay, there are shelters that are overflowing with animals. They need help. They need fosters. Okay? Bef- Before, if you want to get a dog or a cat, don't buy. Adopt that rabbit, adopt that dog, adopt that cat, because now some shelters are so overflown that they're building kennels in their office space. That's how bad it is. So think about adoption as your first option, and give to animals in need. So thank you very much. I appreciate you, and as always, blessed be.